Hey YouTube, coming at you with another Ultra League team. And this one, besides being one of my most dust expensive teams, because there are basically 3 level 50 Pokemon on here, it's a team that I have been doing very well with, despite I don't like running these ABB style teams. So it's Talonflame, Greedent, Ace Hand Slash. So basically you need to safe swap Greedent when you can to draw out a fighter, and Talonflame punches, Ace Hand Slash kind of roams more free in the back. I've been doing well with it. Why these Pokemon? Talonflame, I was debating between Talonflame and Pidgeot, and I think what it came down to was I wanted a little more steel coverage because I was seeing a ton of Registeals. So I wanted a little more steel coverage. That's why I went with Talonflame. And then I built up my Ace Hand Slash. It cost me like 530,000 plus, double moved. Ace Hand Slash because tons of Giratinas, tons of just ghosts. Flyers. I think it just actually plays very, very well in this meta, and I wouldn't be surprised if I try it. I'll switch up the team because I don't love running ABB, but I would not be surprised if Ace and Slash makes another run on another team. And then Greedent because I need a bulky safe swap to draw out a fighter. You need a normal that can actually draw out a fighter, and I think that Greedent is the best in terms of the normal types. You can go double, you can go licky licky. I just think Greedent is just based on bulk and spamminess probably the best bang for your buck to draw out that fighter. So on the lead here, it's kind of an interesting one. Yes, I will need to get out eventually, but I know that I'm going to get outpaced here, and I know they can get to a second move, but I think for me, because mud shots are doing nothing, I think it's worth double shielding, boosting, and coming out with energy here. I think that's pretty valuable because it almost doesn't matter what comes in. I don't think there's a water steel that wouldn't even resist it. I'm going to be able to throw something at everything. And hello, I'm able to throw something at a bug Pokemon. Half water, so the flame charges are neutral, but these flies are not neutral. So here comes a nuke of a move. Boosted. Goodbye. What's in the back? Cresselia. Probably don't have much for that. Another good lead here. So I expect them to get out. I have 3 answers for this. I don't need to rush out of here. You kind of need to rush out against a Electro Pokemon. So Greedent is your safe swap. They hit me with a Trailblaze. Okay, so that's an interesting moveset. Could be Focus Blast, could be Trailblaze, Thunder Punch, Wild Charge. This thing has a lot of options. Obviously with Greedent, you are not using it because of its hard-hitting abilities. So Mud Shot, super effective. Still going to take 3 Body Slams to take this out. Of course, I should probably know I'm going to lose CMP there. But I lose CMP there. That's fine. It's enough that I am still going to be able to keep Switch. Again, not that Switch matters because I have an answer in the back to this. And that's probably why I let this go. There's no real reason for me to need Switch when I have 2 Pokemon that can deal with the Trevenant and Shield advantage. So I come in here because I'm Incinerate is probably far more valuable. And hello, they have their own in the back here. So this is good just to get a ton of chip damage here. Won't take out. Does about 50%. They did get a move there through. That was just a weird visual lag there. They boost their Flame Charge, which is fine. Because now I'm at back-to-back moves. And I will just stand and go back-to-back here. They'll get to move and I'll shield here. But we'll go back to back, and then I will be able to just Sand Slash my way to victory here. You need to switch immediately because the worst thing you can do is let them claw potentially all the way down, and that not all the way down, but potentially claw a ton and then take it here. So just come in here immediately. Ice Punch, you're gonna only 5 to the Ice Punch, severely outpace. Doesn't take out, but I don't think a Shadow Ball takes out either, if I remember. I think I live with 1 or 2 claws from being taken out. So able to claw down for the win here. So 2 easy leads. Galvantula's I remember them getting out of here. Galvantula is an interesting lead because you are both doing super effective to each other and they outpace you. So I'm actually surprised my opponent left. Right? Because Galvantula's 4 to the Volt Switch and 12 to a move. And you are 5 for the Incinerate and 15 to a move. 3 Incinerates anyways. So they're going to be able to do super effective and get to a move first and potentially bait you and Lunger. So I don't know about getting out. either way, Mandibuzz is very tanky, and I wish I had just a little more damage on it, because as you're going to see, 1 HP, another move. Getting this Dark Pulse off is really annoying, but just got to eat it. I already burnt 1 shield. There's an Annihilate. So there's one of the fighters. And this is where it gets kind of... So I'm like, I'm not letting you farm me down. Just go straight Flame Charge, because I'm like, I probably need to like boost here. And they let it go anyways. I don't know what they were thinking. Just kind of questionable plays. Okay. This team I remember being like super, super tough. So Defense Deoxys is kind of a core breaker, right? A counter user that also knows Thunderbolt and Rock Slide. So it's just like, okay, I've got to shield this up. And then they come and eat it on a Greedent. So I want to chip here because I need to keep switch. So I fly and keep switch here. And then I'm expecting like, okay, this is very much, you're running an ABB style team too, right? Defense Deoxys on the front, you nuked and bailed into Greedent immediately when you didn't have to, which means that this is they've definitely got another thing weak to fighting in the back. What is that thing? That thing ends up being a Guzzlord. So we're going to go back and forth here. They're going to take me low. They're going to counter me. I think I get 1 crunch off. Then I get my Talonflame back in on the Defense Deoxys, but it has energy. So I think I need to commit 2 shields, or else I'm going to go down to like a Thunderbolt. And then they get a Dark on resisting my Shadow Claw. I get super effective Ice Punches, but the Claws resisted don't help, and then they just outpace me. So spoiler alert, that's how the matchup plays out. Not a ton I could do, right? I think it's just like they also had the same formula, but just with like bulky Pokemon and kind of a core breaker in Defense Deoxys, right? Because I need to respect this Rock Slide and Thunderbolt, or else it'll, like Rock Slide, they haven't shown a move yet, so Rock Slide would take me out. Thunderbolt, that's fine. Guzzlord comes in, trying to get out immediately, hoping I can get a couple Ice Punches off. Resisted Dragon Tails, but as you're going to see here, crunches add up pretty quick on a glassy Pokemon here. So I'm going to go down here. So not much I can do. You just got to take those losses. But yeah, there's enough dragons and enough flyers and stuff like that that I think I'm going to use Ace Sand Slash again. It's just, you got to watch out for the fighters, and there are a decent amount of fighters. Greedent did its role as a safe swap. I don't love Greedent in general. Obviously, if you want to use a safe swap, it's fine, but I Flame Charge here, hoping that these boosted Incinerates do enough, but not even close. Here comes a Thunderbolt. Take me out there. Okay, Ace Ancestral lead, so obviously good lead, 3 good leads here. Golisopod is one that is interesting because you hit super effective there, they hit super effective with Liquidation. So I think what I'm going to do is just take this down to the 1 shield. I tried to catch, but I'm like, I know we CMP'd, so it's not going to work. So I got a shield, and then take the resisted claws on Greedent. Maybe go for like 1 more, yeah. Get a little bit more energy. Take the resisted claws on Greedent. Farm up. Body slams, I'm going to need at least 2 from this range, maybe 3. Because Greedent does not hit hard, and Mudshot is resisted because of the bug. So I got to take a second one. That's fine. I want to come out with some energy in case they do come back in here. Although if they're running Claw on the Ace Hand Slash, it's not like they're going to be able to farm me down anyways. So Body Slam takes out. It looks like a double Claw team, which is always very, very risky. I really do not like running double Claw Pokemon. So anything that, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that runs Shadow Claw. These two, Sableye, probably a few others too that run Claw. But I'm just like, I really don't like running double Claw because there's a decent amount of dark and normal types out there that you can just like get a ton resisted. So come in here. So it's pretty easy alignment. I remember the game trying to like mess me over here. You're gonna see a couple, like, you can see the spinning in. I'm in my house. You can see the spinning ball, and I think they get a couple of like frame drops, and they get like a hex or 2 through. So that was kind of annoying, but Got a shield, even though I know it's a surf, but I just want to be able to chip here. Maybe it wasn't this game. Force them to throw here. Yeah, they kind of had to try to commit to the farm down, but that's not happening. Sure, run for the win. Gliscor. So this is, again, this is one where I will eventually need to get out into Greedent. I'm not in a super rush because I know the main move here is Earthquake. And so they have to do Night Slash or Air Lace. And they catch on a Poliwrath, which is a nice catch. But I mean, thank you for showing me now where this fighter is. And that's the thing. When you're running like a team like this, there's a lot of times that you can stay in the lead matchup and just chip and then dip into Greedent. So no attack fall there. Getting to a second fly. I'm already boosted once because they made that catch, which is a nice catch, but I am boosted. So this will take out for sure. I imagine they're going to come back in with their Gliscor. There's no reason to show me a third Pokemon unless it like dominates me. And they come in. Night Slash. Probably not enough to take out. But they probably get me here before I get to move. Oh no, they don't even. So that's a pretty big grabbing a shield or taking this out. And they shield. I'm like, I can't tell if you shielded because you have a ton of energy and want to get this move off, or you are weak in the back to Talonflame as well. So they Night Slash bait me. So they're not weak to Talonflame, which is like, why wouldn't you come in there and get ahead on energy? Anyways, that chip is huge because now it puts it basically in Body Slam range. I haven't used... It's funny because everyone was using Greninja there not last season, 2 seasons ago. But all the counter users, man, they have really snuck up here. Okay, so bad lead. This is prime fly and dip here into Greedent. So fly, grab a shield, into Greedent. Again, you're not really going to use shields on Greedent. You really want to try and save them for Talonflame and A-Slash if you can. Got the attack fall, of course, and maybe I should have... I always say that. I always say don't do this. I say... Let me just quickly go back here. So they're going to throw a move. I am at a move. I always say if you're in these scenarios, throw the move for 2 reasons. 1, you burn the switch clock a little more. 2, there's an opportunity, there's a chance that if something comes in, it could just absorb the damage and it's all resistant moves. So there's no reason for me not to throw the moves here. So now I got like a lowered attack Body Slam on a freaking Mandibuzz, which is going to do nothing, right? So that is damage that I could have done on the Suicune. Again, Suicune's pretty tanky, and I've already lowered my attack, so I wouldn't do a ton, but it would do more than it is on the Mandibuzz, and it would make the switch clock go by faster. So kind of a mistake there. You got to throw that energy just to maximize the actual damage that you can do. Because now that's my 3rd Body Slam, and it's not even in the yellow yet. And then I catch a move here, but like I'd rather catch this. I'd rather Greedent take this. I don't really want to take this here. And now they come back in here, and I'm just like, oh boy, this game's over. So they scald me. Plan is to like just dump this energy and then try and go to shield Sand Slash here. Force them to throw energy. Hope I can Sand Slash them down. I ended up actually getting pretty close in this game, but a little bit of tough alignment. I also say don't let one Pokemon go down when you're against a Pokemon that can lower your attack, because that's kind of stupid. Because if they lower my attack here, then I'm just going to like auto lose because you cannot reset your nerf here. So they do scald me. I do shield it, and there is no attack. So I'm going to try and save an Ice Punch here. They come in to the Mandibuzz. This will hurt. Not enough to take out, but I'm going to take out. They don't have much left on the Suicune, but they do have enough, and they shield. And I'm like, okay, if you're shielding, you're probably weak in the back to this. Want to get this Dark Pulse off. So don't know what it is. Again. Oh, this is a frustrating match to watch back. Because I definitely should have just thrown this out and saved the shield. Because I don't know what's in the back yet. So I shielded, resisted airless, and I should have saved that shield. I should have taken this out. The Suicune's pretty much gone. And now I have a no shield against a Tentacruel, which is tanky enough to get to it. And then they burned enough clock that they're able to come back in on the here. And my only one condition is basically to farm down. But I think they're basically at a move already. So I kind of had to throw. But now they're going to get to a move here, and this clock coming up for the game. Yeah, couple mistakes. Like that's despite a very tough kind of alignment overall. Like that was a very winnable game for me. I just did not play that how I should have. Good lead. Charizard comes in. So again, I'm gonna just try and fly and dip. Blast Burn will hurt, resisted or not, because Blast Burn is a crazy move. This will grab a shield. And then at this point, it's within 2 Body Slam range. Oh, now it's in 2 Body Slam. Now it's in 1 Body Slam range. I'm surprised they let that go, but they let it go. This puts in Body Slam range, and they shield. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not giving up Switch if I don't have to. I mean, I can live a Blast Burn anyways, but I'm going to just significantly outpace you to these moves. So there's no point of me not shielding this. Because now we're even shields, have alignment. They come in Golisopod, which is, again, an interesting move because the claws are resisted. I think you need to try and sweep with the Golisopod if you're my opponent, right? I think you come back in, Ace Hand Slash, you just let it go down, chip as much as you can, try and get to maybe like a nice punch for Talonflame, and then Golisopod tries to sweep with shield with the 1 shield. But all you're doing is like, I'm resisting the claws. I'm going to take you down just as much as you're going to take me down with these liquidations. And then I come in with my AC and slash and get ahead on energy, I think. Or Talonflame. Because I get a move off and I'm and then I get an Incinerate off. Yeah, this game's over. So that's the team. Yeah, I like Sandslash. Talonflame actually did pretty well for me too. Greedent. Again, all the Pokemon did their job. I did pretty well with this team. All Pokemon did their job, so now it's just figuring out which Pokemon I really want to use moving forward. I have a bunch of options, but now it's just trying to mix and match to get like the best team to try and hit Legend here. Okay, that is it. You're going to see a Surfetch team this afternoon that I was going to post yesterday, but then I thought it'd be a good idea to actually talk about the event, the lunar event, and it's a good way to get like, instead of just doing like 8 team videos from like Monday to Thursday, it's good to like do like 7 teams videos plus like an event video, so I can maybe get more eyes on the event video, plus gives you guys an analysis of what's going on. So I think I'll try and do that more moving forward, especially with Niantic just doing an event like every week. I think it's good for me to actually just put out a video on the event because it helps me just like with an idea for a video. And 2, I'll get like more different eyes perhaps on the event. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.